Detox, 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 detox. Sit inside a spirit, unblock, unlock, whoa. Detox, 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 detox. Meditate with self until everything stops. Detox, 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 detox. Yeah, you better. Detox, 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 detox. Yeah, let me talk.
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, I need you to carry my juice tonight. You got the juice now. What's up, man? Welcome to another episode of You Got the Juice. I'm Eric Kuto, the Juice Man. Today we got one of the most complicated juices I've been able to concoct, right? I saw some things going viral on the internet as far as like different workout, fitness channels posting their juices. And I wanted to give them a try, but I also wanted to combine a few things from what I understand with what they understand. So today's juice, I probably call it I don't know, man. I think we call it the boom boom juice or, something like that. Like something that just infuses all of the things that I have here. We got celery, cucumber, we got lime, we got ginger, and I done chopped up a lot of it. This was one whole cucumber. We got 7 stalks of celery. I brushed it and then washed it because you have to clean celery really well. We got 3 whole Granny Smith apples that are green. We got 2 carrots that have been shaved, 2 lemons that have been peeled as well. I love doing it off camera because it just takes up so much time. We got a whole pineapple, and this smells really, really good. So let's get to juicing, man. Let's get to doing it. This is the Huron H70. If you're new to the channel, you know this is a really great juicer. Shout out to the people at Huron. They have provided me with a code to help you guys if you want to purchase one. 10% off with YGTN. YGT. You got the juice now. YGTJN10. I don't know why that trips me up sometimes. But yeah, put that in on Huron.com and you guys will get 10% off, So awesome. I see that on this channel in particular, a lot of people like the cannoli. So I always put up the cannoli codes just because I want to encourage you guys. Maybe because it's an inexpensive juicer. Maybe because it's that, maybe because it's at that mid-tier level of juicers, right? Mid-tier level. So maybe that is, but whatever reason you choosing, you guys are, really, really loving to the cannoli, and I want to make sure that, I just could support you. I'm going off of what y'all doing, so awesome, awesome, awesome. With that being said, we cover quite a few things on the channel, We cover juicing, we cover mental health. Last episode, I was talking about like authenticity and honesty with yourself, with other people. This episode, I kind of want to cover, like expectations, right? Like how many of us have expectations and what is an expectation? What is an expectation and how do we carry them out, right? So an expectation kind of is like, because an expectation when it doesn't get met can foster disappointment, discouragement. It can foster an emotion. And this channel talks about emotions. That's the mental health standpoint. So when you're dealing with an expectation, right? This is one that, I'm a student, so in some of my classes we talk about. In some cultures, especially the African American community, it is expected that once a child turns 18, they are kind of like on their own. They must find their own source of food, their own source of income, their own source of stability, their own source of housing, right? In other cultures, it's not that prevalent, but it's still prevalent for some cultures, right? So that's the expectation that by 18, you're supposed to have things figured out. Ironically enough, at 26 is when the brain forms finally that liquid over the brain to where you can start to process and understand and make decisions, right? So when you're dealing with an expectation, like how do you deal with that? Some people expect their children to have things figured out when they're still children at the age of 18, still children at the age of 22, 23, 24, 25. So how do you deal with expectation? Even myself, I have expectation of people and they don't always get met. And, I find myself being upset and then I have to dial it back saying, hey, is this a real expectation of this person or it's just something that you really wanted, And then we have to be careful of the expectations we put on people because you begin to put people in a box as well. So, I think that's a great segue to talk about what do you expect for Christmas, right? And what are you going to do if that doesn't get met? What are you going to do? You expecting, this Xbox. What are you going to do? You expecting, a certain amount of money. You don't get it, You don't know what people are going through to provide for you. If you're a kid watching this channel, what's up, baby? It's good to have you. But, understand the sacrifices that your parents make to get you to what they need to, right? If you're a wife watching this channel, understand the sacrifices your husband makes, right? If you're a husband watching this channel, understand the sacrifices your wife makes. And they go for girlfriend and boyfriends, all that good stuff. But people, do the best that they can, I believe. And when they don't do the best that they can, that gets revealed too. And that gets shown to you too. So, don't go about your life in a way to where you expect things and then they don't get met. And then it changes the way you view the world. It changes the way you go about relationships with people in general, not just romantic. Give some people grace, because some people obviously don't deserve it. But give some people grace and give yourself time too. What is it when you expect someone to love you a certain way and they don't? Your mom, your dad. How do you facilitate loving yourself the way that you expect them to love you? Because self-love is such a key that in today's world, right, this new society we in, this digital stuff, you're going to need that. So, I know Christmas is already passed. Merry Christmas. Should be the day after Christmas. And so, how are you guys going to do that? You're not going to be able to really, evolve in this world if you don't know that skill. So it's just something that I want to remind you, and something that I really want to just get a little message to you. This is a big God channel, and, little birdie hit me with a message saying you should definitely educate people on how to do this. So I want to help you. Hopefully you feel helped. If you don't, I hope you didn't expect me to do something more, because that would be unfair, but I got you. If you have any questions, hit me up at yougotthejuicenow@gmail.com. We got you, period. But yeah, man, think about those expectations you put on people. You put on yourself, because we can talk about expectations you put on people. That's one thing. What about the unfair expectation you're putting on yourself? Are you ever able to give yourself grace? Are you ever able to give yourself a space where you can naturally just be yourself instead of being what people expect you to be? We live in a world where people identify as so many different things, right? And these are identifications they put on themselves. So, just think about that. I know this is for juicing, and so we're going to juice. I got you. But just think about what you're putting on yourself and the things you can handle and the things you can't. One of the biggest blessings about living this life that we have, one, you're not a mistake or you're not a mistake or an accident. You're actually a miracle, because out of all the chances you could have had not being born, you were born. So two, with that, the best thing you could ever do in this lifetime is get to know yourself. Okay? I'm done preaching. Let's juice. Let's do some juice. All right. Cooking up with the cannoli. Let's go. Oh, I lied. We're cooking up with the Huron, but I just know y'all like the cannoli so much, so I might actually have to just bring it back for a few episodes, because y'all just like it too much. Y'all love that good old cannoli. I'm not gonna lie, this pineapple isn't bad compared to last show's pineapple. Last show's pineapple, I don't know, it was just on. But this one isn't too bad. This brown right here lets me know that one, it's either really, really ripe, or it's been in a condition where it had to deal with some harshness. But it's okay. We'll get through that. Yeah, it's kind of tough. It's a little bit tough. So this one might be a little bit more tart, not as sweet, and that's okay. When we get to the bottom, that yellowness lets me know that some of it should be, some of it should be sweet. All right, we're doing pretty good. It's making its way through, making its way downtown, walking fast. No. Also, we did the season 1 ebook. Season 1 ebook should still be on sale. It's gonna be on sale to the end of the year. You can go ahead and get it at $20 right now instead of $30. So go ahead and get it while you can, because season 2 drop, everything stopped. Say it with me. Season 2 drop, everything stopped. So go ahead and get season 1 now while you can. Ooh. Look at that. That's that crazy right there. That's that multi-juice right there. And I love, if you're juicing, when you're juicing, I cut my pieces into multiple pieces to make things really easy for my juicer. If you watched last week's episode or the last episode that I did before this one, you saw that I put carrots in it, right? My juicer's not used to carrots. Carrots and ginger are very hard and can break a juicer. I cut them down into such fine pieces, like that. And then even after that, I cut it into 4s. So that way, my juicer can just chill and not work as hard as to devour the whole thing, Now, since we don't do much celery on this channel, I'm gonna do 2 more stalks. And you gotta understand, when you're making the juice, it's just like cooking. So you really, it's up to you how you make your juice. 1, this is a juicing channel, so I'm gonna teach you how to make juice. 2, You don't have to consume what you see on the channel. It's up to you. Consult your dietitian, you know, or your PCP, because we're not liable for what you do. But it's up to you. Make it how you want. This is just me giving guidelines and showing you outlines to what you could do. If you need to understand what the juices are good for, go back into some of my previous episodes to talk about what the monos, right? Mono means one. What some of these fruits are good for. Like pineapple, good for digestion. Where is it? Ginger, good for inflammation in the stomach. Oh my goodness. Carrots, good for eyesight. Apples, just all around good and will help with constipation. So I want you guys to take what I'm giving you and just use it for a better quality of life. We go from really surviving and striving to thriving. That's the biggest thing I want to go to. So I hope you take that and you run with that. Strive on. If you guys know anything about the past, like what they used to say, keep calm and chive on. That used to be a big thing. Now this is going to be a really, really big juice. So, because it's a detoxifying juice, right? You got some of the big detoxifiers in there. You got lemon, you got lime, you got celery, you got pineapple, right? You got that apple for that constipation. Get that blue. With all that, right? I'm going to add some, I'm going to add some pepper to absorb the turmeric. Little turmeric, and then this right here is cayenne. Cayenne is so amazing for blood flow and absorption. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in there. Boom. Now we got the base of a good juice. Let's stop it. We're going to do it for the YouTube. Y'all ready? Here we go. We're going to do it for the YouTube. There we go. Ooh. All right. I'm trying to be Mr. Model Man over here, doing it for the thumbnails. So then once you get the juice, right, and everything's good, you lock it in. These are ball mason jars. You always want to put it in here because it helps with airtight seal, not letting the oxygen hit it. Give it a good shake because you got all these different things in it, like these 3 different peppers. Shake it up real good. I ain't gonna lie, looking at the color of this bad boy, ooh, Lord. It's gonna flush. It got to. Look at it. It look like the color of what we're trying to get out of our body. I ain't gonna lie. That's different. I would add just a little bit more pineapple. That cayenne is in there though. That cayenne is in there for real. For real. Just a little bit more pineapple. But like I said, I knew this wasn't gonna be a sweet pineapple. You could tell by the color, right? If it's a little bit more yellow, bright yellow, ready to go. So I think there you guys have it, man. If you want to make it a little bit sweeter, use both. Use all 3 apples. I only use 1. Use all 3. I probably drink the rest of that, juice this, put it in there. Other than that, I think y'all got what y'all need. Just take what I said with a grain of salt. Enjoy what you need to. And go into the new year ready to help people and ready to help yourself. Be honest with yourself. And yeah, that's all I got. Juice man out. Peace.